In the meantime, to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Crowder. And Turner's subbed in for Thomas. Jerebko kicks to Smart. Pass to Jerebko. 5 to shoot. Turner. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. As well as Thomas played in Sacramento, they pursued trades for him. He seemed to be looking for more of a defensive, pure point guard club.
Perhaps a case of looking at what a guy can't do instead of emphasizing what he can do. It seemed like the writing was on the wall that he'd end up somewhere else, but a nice 4-year, $27 million contract on an up-and-coming team. I would have to say he's got to be pretty satisfied with how it's all worked out for him.
Biyombo with the block. Now, here's Selmans. Defense right on him. No good with the layup. Celtics leading by 12. Outside Turner. There's the pick. To the wing on the left. Lots of room. Olynyk can't hit.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Henderson with it. Now guarded by Smart. The dish to Selmans. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
And it's time for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Doris Burke for an update on Jared Sullinger. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. There is no chance of his return to this game, and from the sound of it, gentlemen, he could be out a whole lot longer than just today.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
That one goes. Count it. Jerebko's got 5 now.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, can really open up the lane.
Selmans passes to Stevenson. Dishes it to Henderson. Stolen by Smart. Jerebko kicks to Smart. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 12. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, you know, head coach Brad Stevens of the Celtics is coaching a much different game in the pros than we see in college. A lot of differences, but if anybody can make that transition, I really think he's certainly the guy that could. He's bright, he's hard-working, he communicates well, he's innovative, showed that innovativeness at the college level. So I think he's got all of the ingredients to become a college coach who is successful as an NBA coach.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Bogut. Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo. Robert Covington's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Gerald Henderson. From 8, count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Roberts. And Coach Stevens, analytically minded at Butler, had a full-time statistician as one of his assistants.
Yeah, very new school in his approach. You might expect that from such a young guy, still in his 30s. Of course, he also needs to connect with his players, and he's doing well. Despite the losses, the players really enjoyed playing for Stevens, and I think he's going to be an excellent coach.
Pass with a screen for Turner. In the corner, Pressey with it. His three-pointers off the mark. Charlotte's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Here's Roberts. Turner covering. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, really nice to see the purple and teal back on the court with Charlotte reclaiming the Hornets as their team identity. And And I like the new jerseys. Not too bad at all. Pretty fashionable there.
And the Hornets for Charlotte, a reference to the fighting spirit in the region during the American Revolution.
Yeah, the region compared to a hornet's nest by the British generals. And the new logo, a little edgier than the last one. We'll see if they can channel some of that ferocity on the court.
Salmons kicks to Covington. Pass to Roberts. Here's Zeller. That's good. Zeller's got his first basket of the night.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Pressey. Kicks it to Bass. Pressey dishes to Turner. Pressey passes to Urebko. And it's Turner off the drive. Blocked. One-on-one here. Here's Covington. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Celtics had a rough time in the East, and a lot of it was because they just would get worn down as the game went on. They had a very difficult time after halftime, in fact.
Charlotte making a switch here. Green's checked in. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. Crowder comes in for Urebko. Boston with a 21-31 record against the rest of the conference last year, and it was because of what you said, Clark, being unable to fight back.
Yeah, they would just either run out of steam after the half or run out of options at some point later in the game. They've got to find a way to be able to sustain good play for longer periods.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Covington, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. In the corner, Pressey with it. Lets it go with the three. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
And the first one drops. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Now Thomas, he's got 12. In the corner, Pressey with it for the three. No good.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Friday, December 13th, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers go up against Paul George and the Indiana Pacers.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Thomas.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
Hornets trail by 3. Henderson and Stevenson on the perimeter. Green is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Roberts in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Henderson kicks to Biyombo. Feed to Henderson. Shot clock at 6. Biyombo dishes to Henderson. Here's Green. Count the basket and the foul. That went on Olenek.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense here.
And it's tied up with that one.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable. Transformed his body since the season at Michigan State.
And Thomas, here we go. And good on the basket. Book.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
And the Hornets shooting reasonably well. 5%. Here's Roberts. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Roberts got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
The pass to Olenek. that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga was a point guard for the majority of his high school career before a growth spurt shot him up to 7 feet tall. You can see the result of playing point guard for so long. He's a big man with shooting and ball handling skills of a much smaller player.
And Olynyk, growing up in a basketball family, his father a coach at the collegiate level, also coached his own kids. His mother a longtime referee. So Kelly's instincts and understanding of the game certainly had benefited from that wealth of knowledge growing up.
And Olynyk in his final season at Gonzaga, leading Division I basketball Clark and player efficiency rating.
Well, we know the analytics guys are going to love this, but he shot 63% from the field, Kevin, even shooting a number of shots from the perimeter, and a survey of NBA GMs ranked him the top steal of the draft, and I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, he's a big guy that's mobile, skilled, with tremendous upside.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Charlotte in the lead. Stevenson passes to Henderson. Now here's Smart, not a lot of room. He kicks to Crowder. Feeds it to Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Olynyk. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And the Celtics lead by 1. Stevenson drives in. Here's Biyombo. No good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Crowder kicks to Zeller. Outside Thomas. From 11 feet away. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way up. 8 points for Tyler Zeller.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Charlotte calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Samuel Dalembert is checked in for Biyombo. Robert Covington comes in for Draymond Green. Zeller is checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Selman's in for Brian Roberts. Brandon Bass is checked in for Boston. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. It's been a good game for Thomas. He has 14 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Henderson, no good.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Zeller grabs the board.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Boston with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for New York.
With some arc, and the shot is good.
You gotta love this team's grit. After trailing early, they have fought all their way back here.
You know, they could have gotten down on themselves when they were down earlier, but I like the fact they never gave up, guys.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. It's stolen by Bass. And Thomas, here we go. Right wing. Smart dishes to Thomas. Bass with a screen for Thomas. Smart passes to Crowder. Shot clock at 5.